Well, welcome to episode 9 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and this is a representation of Game Week 6 just passed by. It's been an absolutely hectic 8 days, 3 episodes covered in such a short space of time as well. Lots of work, massive work on my side and massive work on this side. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Shout out to everyone back home, Ballyhaunis and around the surrounding areas, our little parish and around Mayo, Roscommon, Galway. And I'd like this to be one day the Christy Nicholson Pub FPL League, the one to win in Connacht. And it's us that will make that, and it's us that will materialize that, and we can manifest anything we want in this life. All we have to do is believe. And I'm delighted with the FPL members this year in the Top Dogs universe, our community guys. And enough rambling now. Here it's the 5th of September and breakdown, loads to get through. I just want to quickly, there's a lot of VAR incidents that are with Mike Riley, the governing board of the referees, VAR. They've admitted and acknowledged mistakes have been made, especially in the Chelsea West Ham, the free out when West Ham scored, and also the Newcastle Palace game, and not to mention a few other decisions as well. Lots of, the Arsenal free kick then at United when it was 0-0, Odegaard on Ericsson, all this stuff. VAR has been getting stuff right, but yeah, there's always this sort of hullabaloo as well. I think it's the people, maybe not so much the technologies at fault, it's just the application. And the human error in VAR can probably never be alleviated unless we have robots. And we're humans and we make mistakes even behind the camera, and we see something 1,000 times. We see it 1,000 times different. Someone else will. So anyway, Odegaard was livid. He said it was never a foul. The referee said play on. Now I looked at the video and he did. The referee was square onto that challenge. But has it looked when Odegaard went in the back a touch? It looked as if he did get the ball, but it was actually Ericsson's leg that kicked it on. And I think the referee, from the angle he had, which was more or less full on at an angle, he probably just thought, well, he's just robbed Ericsson. It looked really bad that Ericsson being caught on the ball. And in a normal state of play in the bygone era, that would definitely been a goal, no problem. I was gutted. I have Martinelli, I have Jesus, I have Zinchenko, who started, which is good to see. Good to have him back. But with Arsenal now playing at home to Everton, that should be one that I would like to target, and hopefully Arsenal get back to winning ways, FPL wise. But Arteta then, Odegaard said it was a soft challenge, and for VAR to come in, it was not clear and obvious, very, very soft. A technicality, but to what end do you go back with freeze and this and that? I think it could be over analytical with football, and it's just not meant to be that way. But it looks like, yeah, when you slow it down, it's a total different ball game, a challenge, the intensity, and you're going to give a free every day of the week. It was a free, but it's one of those things. The referee said it was a really soft penalty. Arteta said there is nothing we can do for it now. We just want to ask for consistency. West Ham, Dave Moyes went berserk though. He called the decision to rule out Maxwell Cornell's massive, amazing goal absolutely ludicrous, scandalous. He said it was a ridiculously bad decision. I'm embarrassed for the guy who did the VAR. If somebody who doesn't understand football, it's somebody who doesn't understand football and probably shouldn't be near it. The VAR felt Jared Bowen fouled Edward Mendy, the goalkeeper, in the build-up. But you can see that Mendy actually parried the ball. He done his thing, and no contact would have been any different whatsoever to the outcome of that goal. So that's just disgusting. And the Newcastle, I believe it was a penalty as well. That was another few massive mistakes. You get this hullabaloo. But in FPL, the only thing that matters is, do you get the points, the assists, the clean sheets? and the bonus points at the end of the day. It does by hook or crook. None of this is all immaterial, and it doesn't matter. So avoid the last 5 minutes, guys, of my mini rant. But that's just where we are at the moment. And Man City drawn with Villa and Bailey of all people. You're having a laugh. I still don't think it would have been worth waiting 6 game weeks for Bailey to come up with. See, I can't believe how crucial the bench has been this season for people coming off the bench as well. And that Andres Pereira has been tipping away. Obviously, Patterson from Everton, a few others have been coming in and getting people points. So yeah, it's been more crucial than I thought it would be. So let's share the screen and to get in. I've got a two mocks actually. Massive carrying ons in the Christy Nicholson Pub League here in the Top Dog universe. Let's get on first. I'll just minimize this a bit that should be better. Yeah, 44. Average was 45, but apparently I've got a very tiny green arrow, I think, in the whole thing. It doesn't matter anyway, but 44 is pretty much fair enough. Disappointed with Martinelli. Unfortunately, Walker went off injured. Ake came on. If he didn't get injured, Walker, I would have had Patterson to come on. So just not, well, actually, Zinchenko would have came on there. So much of the muchness, nothing I could have done there. I think I'm probably going to stick with Salah. I know I've seen most extended highlights of that Everton Liverpool game, and Everton were the intensity of them was just absolutely crazy, ferocious, as Tony O'Brien would say, ferocious. And you know, Liverpool had chances off the post everywhere. Davis off the post, you know, and Luis Diaz off the post. And how did you know, your man from Brighton? What's his name again? The new signing. How in God's name did he Mope? How in God's name did he miss that sitter? He hit it straight at the keeper. So it's a 0-0. Trent gets a few points, I suppose. I'm very disappointed with Salah and what he was at. He got one chance at the end, more or less, off the post a bit, and another rebound. But yeah, Bobby Firmino is just getting a lot of ball and a lot of chances. But yeah, for the time being, I'm going to stick with Salah until we see the Wolves game. After that, the Liverpool fixtures get a bit tricky. I still have Kulusevski there. I've had business. So with the Liverpool Chelsea way, that could be, these big games are usually Salah moments, you know, from last year, especially against Man City and all the big teams. Salah turned up. So he's not turning up for the weaker teams. And you don't want to rely on the turning up for the harder teams, but Brighton at home is obviously going to be no joke. They've just started on fire. And that's a very, very tricky run. And so I'm not so sure if I want to be going crazy on Liverpool now. It's a bit of a hodgepodge there. The fixtures, even West Ham. Actually, I can't think of any easy game apart from if you're playing Leicester, Bournemouth, or Forest possibly. And Leeds are just very, very hit and miss. So Southampton, everyone's picking up a points here and there. So Villa doing well. They're getting a point. I think they're on 2 points now against City. So I just don't want to be playing Brentford or Brighton, and Wolves don't give a lot away. So it's pretty competitive league, and there's not so much of gimme. So yeah, we'll just see how this guy goes. I am a bit scared, Captain and Salah, for this next game week, but overall, this 45, I'll just have to take it, carry on, and see what to go after this. Picking team wise, I've decided to get rid of Kulusevski, to be honest with you. I don't like Spurs fixtures coming up for the next while. I'm worried about Richarlison getting loads of game time, and now with Spurs playing Marseille and they're in the Champions League. Yeah, possibly. You know, I have him in my Sun Dream team, Kulusevski and Kane, because that counts. All the points count in Europe as well. But I'm not so sure here. He's kind of tailed off a bit, and I think that he will drop in price eventually. People will. So I'm taking the money, and I'm going to hoard a bit. And for Kulusevski out, I've got in. Well, it's obvious. Rashford, 6.4 mil. Decided to act. Now he's 6.5. So that's yesterday, just after he scored, the game finished. I transferred in Rashford for Kulusevski. So that's point one up already. So look, I think I just got a good feeling about United with Anthony just looks fine down that right wing, and there could be good times going back there. I think it's a new manager. He's no clown. He's getting to grips with the team. Load of money spent at United. I just don't see how they can go much backwards. I think they will go on a run. Um, that's just a good thing. I have to be pretty differential because I'm in a job position at the moment. Something like, it's I have to show and prove to all of you out there that you can be total baloney and still show how it's to be done. To get back, are you joking me, mate? I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I like the team. I like Martinelli. I like everything I have here. I just have to figure out about what to do with Walker and Akai. Do I want them against Spurs? I fancy Spurs to do something against City. They've been pretty lucky up to now with some decisions against Chelsea with VAR and some getting some wins from behind and being showing a bit of steel. And Højbjerg has been doing it, hasn't he? So Richarlison's a cool accessory. So I'm gonna lump on Rashford. I was considering getting in somebody like Dallas as well. But yeah, who's the guy? Fixtures. I don't think there's not much not to like about them fixtures really. I'm looking at getting another United probably in. Um, I, and I'm also, yeah, obviously Haaland is another thing. The game isn't quite fun at the moment if you don't have Haaland because every week it's like take a deep breath, put your hide behind the sofa. If he's got a hat trick again, he's only got one this time. He could have had more. He seems to be some sort of thief in the night. You never see him, but he's there at that moment. One or two touches, one or two goals. He doesn't need the ball. He's just there at that time like a stoat, the steel in the night, and you've got nothing, mate. It's Haaland. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I think he's just perfect for what City wanted. Absolutely brilliant. And De Bruyne, the telepathy, or that they have the communication with that ball. He's just had to tap it in from the far post. He was like a 2 meter height tap in. He jumped. Good stuff. So all I was saying that all United players are a trap and all this, but it's amazing how things change in football. A few new signings, and look, I believe in momentum. So I have to consider looking at that. I had to pull the trigger on Rashford so that I would not lose. I'll have two free transfers again next week. So I just don't want to lose that roll on transfer. So that's why I acted there. And look, I'm going to take that. I believe Sterling will go on a run. I love the look of Chilwell, a goal and assist. That's just epic stuff. A great goal there off the head. He knew where he was and he flicked it in under the Fabianski's legs. Watching him, I wouldn't be surprised if he'll go up 5.5 million. I think he's less than 5.9 million. I think, yeah, Chilwell is. So yeah, this is Sterling, and I just want to have a look at the Chelsea fix. Yeah, I think Chelsea, they're going to motor along. They've spent the money, and they're just too good not to do nothing. Seriously, too good. Now the Champions League will be coming in, so there will be rotation. It's always a worry. So Fulham, Palace, Wolves. I think it's time to think of if you haven't James or Chilwell, that's definitely a move there, or any sort of defender. What else? So that's enough about myself here. What's the story here? Well, again, we have three number ones by Sean Shaky Herr. The Green Giants, that's the name of the team, and obviously all the Haaland Brigade are just winning again. 90 points. I mentioned I've had in the FPL, James was third ranked, but I think maybe alphabetically he's ranked here as joint second. So fair enough, fair enough. That's some performance from James Lyons there, 90 points. So yeah, all the Haaland. So yeah, what have they been getting? I got 44, so 48, 43s, 38s, joining in 38, 49s, 35. So yeah, that even 60s, it's really January 40s and 50s. Nothing to write home about this game week. But you're getting 77s, or if you got Tony who got the hat trick with the 5-2, then you've made massive, massive gains up to 20 to 30 points. So it's going to be just one player that it's a massive differential, and you're that's how you make the points in this game. Yeah, so Sean with his 49 points, um, he's captain now. Obviously, he's going to have Haaland as captain, stick and fix for the rest of the season. And there's no way that Haaland would be rested against Tottenham on Sunday, possibly. I think those games because they're in Europe. I think they're playing Dortmund City. I'm not sure. I'll have to check if it's this next this midweek coming up. I can check pretty quick here. More fixtures. City can't just rely on Haaland to win in Europe. It's easy enough now. Just going to Tuesday. So no, that's the wrong month of the flame. Baloney stuff. Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, so it all starts up again. Yeah, Chelsea away to Dynamo Zagreb. City have Seville in the Champions League. Yeah, so that's all I need to know. It's all kicking up. So Seville away. So possibly Haaland be rested and then come on as a late appearance and then play against Tottenham. There's no way you rest. So that's why a lot of people were thinking he might have got rested against Villa. But you could just never know with Pep. He probably thinks Haaland just needs the game time and the match fitness as well, which he's getting all the time. So yeah, Sean Shaky Herr, good stuff. I love Mitrovic. If anyone has him, I'm not getting rid of him. I have been looking, well, will I try and figure a way to get Haaland, Kane, and Jesus? The Jesus thing is a downer. They're so heavily owned, 86%. It's just a bummer this year. You have to have Haaland, Jesus, definitely. And that's your strikers gone, and there's only three you can pick. This is the only change you're getting out is whoever you have the third striker. Of course, if you don't have Haaland, obviously I've got Kane at the minute. People say, well, why didn't go on Haaland? But what do you do? Go on Haaland and then fight back. It might be the only way. I think this year I've just got caught too much in chasing form, chasing whoever's done well that game week, getting them the second game week, they blow out, then they do well, I get rid, then I get them back in the third, they blow out, then they get every alternate. That's just not the way to do it. Yeah, I didn't have much faith at the beginning, and that's just a rookie mistake that. But yeah, and also the template thing I discussed in the last episode. But Martinelli, Grobe has been fantastic. Trippier, yeah, look, the team is solid. It's not templatey either. And yeah, Shaky's just riding a phenomenal 4-2-4. So that's a good time. Obviously, I just want to comment on yeah, James Lyons has got Tony, 17. He's captain Kane like myself and McAllister. And he got in McAllister there for Bruno Guimaraes. Dalot for Batman. That was probably to make some sort of McAllister is actually Argentinian, but he's got another penalty, and he's a defensive midfielder. And yeah, there you go. He's killing it for Brighton. A good alternative to Grobe or Trossard. So yeah, what I don't know what's his price at the minute. But yeah, that's a great move. And Jamesy's done it. 90 points is just absolutely great stuff. Aronson, interesting, very, very differential midfield, like, isn't it? Just that's just like wow. It's just sometimes you can hit it absolutely spot on the game week. Look at Pope as well, unbelievable. Batman as well. Where is it even Robin in the snow? Wow, that's just stunning. Okay, and he rested Isu, so that's just like this guy is on it. Whatever James Cribbin is sucking water wise down by his way, we better get down to that well and have a couple of swigs. So good stuff. And Richie Crinningham there in the top three. 48. He's been usurped. Martinelli for Grobe. Okay, that's fair enough choice. I think this will come good. Look, Sancho, like he has been doing well. Scored a couple already. Robinson, he seems to be out the gate now at the minute. 6.8 million down from 7. I could just swing him in if he gets down to 6.7. I can just swing him in, but I don't know if I want that. I don't like Liverpool's run coming up. Yeah, that's fine. On not a lot on the bench. Big goose there, a big goose there. Yeah, that's fine. Richie will just all these guys have been really, really well on it. And there's Shane Healy there getting in war prowls instead of Rodrigo. At 43, won't be quite happy with that. No way. He's got high standards, our face man. Yeah, it's just a stick and fix. Just get on Haaland and just sit back and think of whatever country you're from, and there you go. But everyone's on Haaland, and yeah, I have to make a decision in the next game week or two what to do with Haaland. I could get him in against Tottenham, and I just don't really want to do it. Uh, Hugo Lloris is in great form. He'll have to be. So yeah, this is yeah, face man, bit frustrating sort of. Cancelo's a lot of money there. Not been, apart from the other day, done well, getting the goal there and the far against Forest, but yeah, it's heavy going for City at the minute, the defense wise with Stones in there, um, and Akai's in and out, and it's just something that's not right at that City defense at the minute. It's very disappointing. It's a lot of money be sitting about not getting clean sheets, and it could be elsewhere. And it just seems to be always about these 5.5 to 6.5 midfielders all the time. It was that way last season, and with the strikers last season. So yeah, if you're brave, you can get some massive gains, and there you go. So Ward Prowse in. So let's have a quick look at what's I've been at. Been very, very busy. Who will we do first? Right. I mentioned to James Cribbin. This is the mock-up for James this week. I took the picture myself. We're out with Max one of the nights, and yep. So yeah, there he is there, game week 1. Snakes, James Cribbin's game of only FPL ladders. There's no snakes in this guy. This guy's had a great start to the season. Obviously the first game week was, six odd million, and then 4 million, and he's slowly made his way up. Game week 1 about 6 million, about 3 million game week 2, and he's just been getting up all the time, and all of a sudden he's made 33 places in game week 6 just with that 90 points. But and now third, well, obviously second in live FPL, but 33 places. So it's a little bit of a stretch there for game week 38 for James. I'm trying to think. I saw a picture of him there with the sunglasses on. Yeah, but I have a name, and congratulations, the footballer of the year in Ballyhaunis as well, in the club. A great season, very exciting, talent to come on leaps and bounds as well over the years since we've been watching him, from the day dot, from underage upwards. Great lad, lovely guy to be around with, great crack, and yeah, he's got no snakes. He's extinguished all the FPL snakes like St. Patrick did back in the day in Ireland. And yeah, there'll be no snakes found around Jamesy boy. So yeah, congratulations, little mock up there, snakes and ladders. Just ladders for a snaky, little monkey there climbing the ladders. So yeah, didn't take too long. This idea came pretty quick. So just a mention there for Jamesy. Um, great team, as we just had a quick look at. The other mock-up, this took ages to do, guys. It's just a joke. I had so many layers on there. I had to get so many faces. So I want to apologize, of course, if your mug isn't on it, but I'll sure figure out a way to get everybody in the FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis family somewhere. I want to spread it around, spread it around. So here's the mock-up. This is the castle on the cloud. This is the beanstalk, Jack and the Beanstalk. The famous story of Jack climbing the beanstalk and taking on the Green Giant, which Sean's team is the Green Giants. Don't understand that. It could be the Irish national team, the rugby team, and we're the Giants. Could be just something simple he dreamed up, but yeah, this Shaky, something different. He's had a few. This is his third week at number one in the Christy Nicholson. So I just thought I'd mix it up and get us all in the game. So Sean the Green Giant has all FPL top dogs, Beanstalkers, under his fee fi fo thumb. So there you go. We're down there and he's up here. He's having a right laugh. So congratulations, Sean Og. You're absolutely killing it. Love the team. Not templatey at all. Very brave. Just keep it going. Richie Crinningham there in second, along with obviously James Cribbin there in third. Faceman there in fourth. Got the Commando that two years in a row winner of FPL Top Dogs Christy Nicholson Pub League. The Joey Commando Neenan there in I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth. Sixth is Dara. Dara there. Dara Duffy. And then Owen Collins is that's amazing. Like last year, he's been doing really well. He's learned pretty well. He's on it. I've watched it. He's making subs. He's doing transfers. He's on it. So yeah, he's great start, phenomenal start for their Owen Collins or Bannerman from Ballyhaunis and as well. And you got Diarmid Phillips here, the big friendly giant there. And seventh, we have a few more as well. Porker Wan's down there as well in eighth. Pork is here. Yeah, so we got underneath the beanstalk is obviously us, the rest, and we're just looking up and we're not even on the stalk, guys. There's myself there, absolutely down bottom last, small head of me. This is the dancer Malone, Jack the dancer here. It's a night out with Niall Richardson. Good night out there, and himself. Yeah, Robbie McCormick here, and the Starman Adrian Phillips, and Stephen Stratnolan. There's the Oracle, Mark Phillips there, and Connor Hussey. Great addition to FPL Top Dogs. Absolute, totally, killed it last season. Learned a lot, and hopefully this year, to do more. Pork Ruan, Rugio, who's been leading Top Dogs for the last while. William Hitman Nestor with the brave call, the triple captain on Haaland the other day. I got the Hattie and the Snowman here, Christy Kilcourse. So yeah, a nice selection of the old dogs here. The new dogs over here. I would consider myself an old dog, but yeah, there you go. That's the universe we have here, and our job is to get at this guy at 4. Shaky is still number 1. Game week 6, 424 points and 15,900k, just under 16,000 in the world. So that's amazing out of 10.5. So this is what it's all about. I hope that all of us will push on in our league, in the Top Dogs family, and let's make sure no one misses a deadline, and we all see what we can do and push us all up on the right level, make our league the best what we have. But it's all about winning the Christie, getting that trophy, hook or crook, by hook or crook. And lastly, just to Andy Cagnon might have just seen himself there, captain of Ballyhaunis town, just looking on at the whole carry on, sizing us all up and just saying, "Is that all you have? Is that all you have? Bring it on." So yeah, he's not impressed by that motley crew, I tell you. Andy, not impressed at all. He's looking up. This is a joke. Is this a bad dream or something? Yeah, Andy will sort it out. No problem. Having a good season, hanging in there. So yeah, we'll just that's what I've been at with now, a few hours there. Yeah, so having just a quick look. So Joey Neenan in fifth, or two-time winner, getting in Sanchez, bit of a sideways move that really. Ward is in there okay. I'm just a bit lazy with goalkeepers. I'm just not going to spend too much on them. I think it's Salah. This is still quite templately, not too much off what there was at the beginning. He's just going to go with it and maybe do a wild card, I'd say, in the next week or two. Because sitting on this, it's not, apart from Haaland, maybe Jesus there. Okay, I suppose Grove has gone up against. Yeah, so he's making a bit of money, but could have made more. So look, I'd rather have the points than Joy has in the bag. But yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is our official FPL Top Dogs egghead in regard to all things Premier League. Sorry, did I say Dara Duffy, Dara Hunt, or sorry, Dara Hunt. Yes, let's see. See, yeah. Again, Isaac's come in there, a -4. Rodrigo Sanchez. Everyone's after that. Probably to make up some money. Yeah, get off Rodrigo. I I don't know anything about this guy. It's probably just to get an Isaac. I don't know is whether to do a -4, and I think there's a doubt over him being match fitness now. Slight injury, I think he's picked up. I just don't know if that was, getting rid of these three. I know they don't play, but at least these two do. Not sure anyway. He's doing very well. Good luck. Phenomenal stuff. Owen Collins in seventh there. Henderson, yeah. Okay. It's okay. It's just typical. You get him in and he does nothing, and he's been blowing it all season. He's got his own dude in there, Collins. Not much change. Bailey on the bench, okay. It's hard to know now what to do with him. Yeah, it's going forward. That's fine. He knows what he's doing. Jeremy there. Wow, Sanchez is a big move. Everyone's on Sanchez. I think go Perisic, 35. Won't be happy, of course. 35. The Haaland thing. Imagine that 17 points contributed by the rest of the team, and I got 44, and I made basically nothing. Jeez, that's mad. Okay, so yeah, good stuff. Connor Freely, I mentioned there. Cucurella, Estupian, Rhea Pope. Yeah, a lot of activity. A lot of people have been getting in sort of sideways moves, trying to make a bit of money here. Pope, yeah, okay. It's really chasing the points. There's a lot of chasing points, and overthinking is not necessarily a bad thing, but to be constantly overthinking, it just drive a lula in the end. Parker one has dropped a bit, 40. A good shout there for Connor, actually. 56 is good score. He's picked up something, and I like the Newcastle connections. Seriously, I think 2 is no problem going with 2 at the moment. Obviously, Wilson, gee, thought that he would be a lot better than that, but yeah, Trippier has been doing well. Bruno's not been at it. Almiron, or that Almiron, absolutely missing sitters by the dozen. That guy, shocking. So Newcastle look very, very solid. Yeah. Dave McNamara there, Robert Cunyan, 13th, Adam Hickey, Ryan Warden. Yeah, he just got in, opened the league to get Ryan in there. He's a stalwart of FPL, has to be in there really for anyone. The Rhinestone Cowboys have to be in there. So he's got rid of Odegaard, which is a bit strange. And Bernardo, fine. I think the two of them will be about the same points wise at the end. Game week 38. Mendy, Henderson. Again, a lot of people doing goalkeeper surgery this game week. I just don't see the it's like having to do a transfer or a transfer. Um, Again, this is very, very templatey team. I'm telling you, if that template cracks, there's going to be a lot of wildcards played. Again, Isaac has been in there. Son now, I said in game week 1, I said Son's got to be a pick, definitely a certainty. How wrong was I now? He's got a goal. He had a shot off the bar and he had a cutback that should have been scored. So he should have been in about there. I think Son is on the way back to some sort of where he was even a fraction of last season. So it's best to kind of watch it soon. I'm going to try and set up some money just in case Son does fire a bit, and it might happen more in the alternate games. But again, he'll be playing in Champions League, so just have to see if it falls for Son or not. But Gary Higgins just took him out. He's Rashford's in. I think it's good because now he's got him at 6.4. Yeah, Rashford's got the assist and 2 goals. He assisted Anthony as well. I think that's just a phenomenal price. I know I said there were traps earlier on United players, but everything seems to have changed massively ever since. Yeah, I think CR7 and Maguire being just basically told where to go, and that's the bench. That's showed the whole squad. Now there's massive competition for places. There's no guarantee anymore, and that's what have to be done. And I think the performance level at United are beginning to run now. And they're speedsters as well, aren't they? So yeah, Gary Higgins, former Ballyhaunis Town football club captain. So obviously he's quite honest that Haaland is Seuss. He's got the two strikers going 4-4-2, okay, and a little bit on the bench, all playing. So yeah, he's on the ball there. And good luck to Gary with that. Starman has improved quite a bit. The 51's a little bit above the average. Yeah, that's a good move getting in Trippier. I like it. Yeah, I like it more on him, the better for me because I'll be making money. Yeah, okay. He's sitting on TAA. Lots of people have got off him. He's a bit of a scary one not to have, but it's the end of the stage where I don't care if I have him or not, or any Liverpool defender. They just look like they're conceding. There's something not quite right with Liverpool. I can't put my finger on it. Injuries possibly. Martinelli, okay. That's going to pick up points here and there. Starman has got money on the bench with Ederson. Walker might be injured now. Dewsbury Hall. Yeah. Yep. Okay, Starman. Well, best of luck with that anyway. I know good stuff getting in Kane, captaining like myself. I think Kane can be relied on a little bit now. Totally the difference between Kane and Haaland at the right times this season is just a joke, really. Is the difference between the highs and lows. Daniel Fagan, that's his team in 16th. Kevin, Guru, Killer, Kilbride, not a bad start. 4-2-4. So look, Shaky's 14 points up on Jamesy and Richie there. Is the main thing, if I was Shaky, I'd be looking at the points difference between Joy and Ian, and really that's the true difference really there, 21 points. And I don't know, with Sean, he hasn't much history of I have to look at his overall, but can he do a face man? That's what we're asking. Can he do a face man? I did my face man last year. But somebody will have to sort out the group. I'm sorted out with a commando at some stage or later. Saka's starting to come back with a bit of form, I suppose. Sat on him for a while with no Martinelli points or Odegaard points. Frustrating enough, but I think obviously Saka is not a bad player overnight. Bernardo, very brave to go with the captain there. Not afraid to throw the dice there, the guru killer. I like Mitrovic, he's just on fire. yeah, Haaland, okay, he's got his bit and Trippier. So that team excites me a little bit. But yeah, Collins is there. Yeah, lots of people have got on that Collins train. Good shout for the anyone that has him. And John Kelly there, 18th, 54 points. Haaland, De Bruyne. He's got his Salah, only his token Everton. Okay. Donny O'Brien, 20th, 60 points. He's done his wild card as well. It will be a bit of a frustration, I would say there. Tony has been the plus point, of course, but a bit of a look. All these guys, I just don't think week on week on week, all these guys are just going to kill it because it's just too random at the moment. It's just no guarantee or no. De Bruyne is a great differential, but he's a lot of money. You can't have so there's no Salah there, okay. But De Bruyne's not been destroying it either. I think Salah's probably still got more points. So yeah, we'll just have to see about it. Martinelli's on the bench this time, but it's still good stuff there. I think Donny, he's an Arsenal fan, so he's well and truly got his favourites there. Tony, wow, great call. Yeah, good stuff. And Donny's a serious contender, not too far down, and he won't be phased what he sees ahead of him. Okay, just going down a bit further. Yeah, Fergie Walsh, 48, a bit of a meh. See, this is it now. We're all going differential a bit there. He wants to. When you're a little bit down, it's just, yeah, I know how it feels. And Marlboro is pretty, yeah. Fergie, I just can't comment on. Elliot's there still. Liverpool. No Salah, no Kane. Again, as I said last week, a lot of people they haven't got nobody's getting any Spurs assets in. So I'm just gonna sit on Kane, and I know I've got Kulusevski. They got a tough run, so it's kind of probably been proved right, I suppose. With hope springs eternal. Han Solo, Adrian Fitz, Henderson, Kubali, 5.5 Perisic, Trippier. Again, a lot of defenders in there. Yeah, so it's an interesting for he's gone to 5-2-3 here. Okay, doesn't buy into these midfielders at all. I don't blame him, but I think there's a lot of good minor value in the midfielders this year. The 8 point anything over 7 million has been a bit of a letdown apart from Zaha. We'll see now with Sancho and this new guy, Anthony. I want to check to see if he's risen in price. Yeah, Owen Rowe, 42 points. Richardson there. Okay, Christy Snowman there. Rodrigo for Harrison. He's got a McAllister, good call. Took a -4. Okay, so I suppose McAllister is the new Salah, I suppose, from defensive midfield. He's acting like him anyway. Yeah, let's look, say, Salah, Diaz, Perisic. So a lot of the players they're already highly owned. It's going to be hard to kind of claw your way back at this stage. About 75 down on Shaky, but yeah, it's just an awful lot of points to be down at this stage of the season and the overall in the Christy Nic. Stephen Nolan, a bit of the same with Snowman, a bit here and there and everywhere. Salah's just continued to disappoint. I am scared about us, the prospect of captaining him against Wolves. Trossard, okay, good, he's come good. Finally, few bits of points, but like these high premium defenders have just been blowouts. Like one does well, but the other three flunk. It's like an alteration between Walker should have scored the other day as well, but instead of passing this and getting the sure goal for Haaland, I think that was against Villa as well. He's gone for glory. So yeah, he could be out injured. So I don't know really. Stressed, don't know what to say. I'm just gonna go all differential here. I'm just gonna play for fun now. And if you're on these more templatey teams, a few of them, you'll be sitting there wondering when am I going to play the wild cards. You could be waiting, assessing if you've got a 39, especially next week, the template blows out again, then yeah, it could be the end of the template. The Oracle Rovers, 39. Ouch, along there. Near enough to yeah, stress. Won't be happy with that. Just another blowout. Chipper on the bench, okay, against Palace. I wouldn't have done that, but again, it's these guys again. It's just not doing it at the moment. Our premium defenders. I think we can say now that we've got the 5 defenders thing wrong. I think it's now just about 3. I want 4 strikers now, folks. Almiron, yeah, that's the dude. Sam Maximum, I don't know about that. Collins is in for Van Dijk, I suppose. Getting off, saving some money. Yeah, Collins, good call there. 56 there from Eamon. Connor Hussey, 30. Oh my God. It's the Hussmeister done. Yeah, Salah, it's just, oh my God, 30. Yeah, Connor, where to go from here? Yeah. See, even a wild card there is. See, there's just that weak Dunk. Not so sure. Any other Brighton player, maybe. Own goal as well the other day. Eze is hit and miss. He's not stable yet. Martinelli's unlucky. Cancelo, one good game in 5. Same with Alexander Trent. One good game, one good game in 5. Yeah, it's just I don't know what to say, Hausmeister. Just have to figure out a plan. Where am I going? And don't get lost in the noise of the FPL bloggers and whoever, and even myself. Yeah, this is our friend Faria from here in London town. Just having a look. 29. He's at a mayor as well. 1s and 2s. Oh, that looks like binary computer sequence. 1s and 2s and 0s. Yeah, Sean Gilday's just been underwhelming as well. Again, I think people on the template, it's fine. They've had a good go, 5 good game weeks, but this one is definitely sorting out the men and the boys now. And those with those template, more or less 80%, 90% templatey teams, they now have to figure out what's my ideology, where am I going, and who do I want. So it's going to have to be, where do I see, who do I trust? What's my vision of FPL and the team I want? Dennis Ring, good call there. Is Captain Haaland, of course. I think he's triple captain them there. Looks maybe he's at 27. Yeah, I think the T there stands for triple captain. So yeah. There are Kilkenny, Cyril Collins in there, Ivan DeMello, Sean Fitzmaurice, Darren Duffy, Deza, okay, 350. Kyle Carney down there, 30s. Duncan Hannon, 53. Haaland, good. Yeah, shout out there. Yeah. Look at that. It's Shane Collaney. It's a Robert. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, Robert McCormick. Okay, mostly that's going to be a frustration this year, guys. The honest truth is, teams like this now, they're not going to get you anywhere. Everyone has the players. If you're 59th, this is the problem I have, where I am as well. You're not going to get anywhere. Loads have still in Zinchenko, Cancelo, Trippier. When do you make your move? And then you just wait for the chips at the end of the season to get an extra, the 20 or 30 points. It's not going to happen. You're just going to have to really hope for a massive momentum shift. And the World Cup coming up is probably a massive chance where you get the wild card again, and then you can pick who you think in the World Cup has done well, get on a few others, and you have another chance to start all over again, a fresh start, and maybe get on some team that might get you going big. And then the others start panicking. They've got it wrong. They played a wild card when everything was going brilliant all up to mid-November. then the wild card sucks them in and they get off what their formula was, and then they have to start all over. It can go both ways, the wild card. I've seen it so happen so often, so many times. So looking at this, like everyone has this Haaland, Mitrovic, Jesus thing. I don't know. I just 59th, like myself. It's going to be absolutely like pulling teeth out of your head trying to make 5 points or 5 places in any game week. Everyone on this they're on it until we get to the point of capitulation where people say, "Oh, I was doing well for 5 games. Oh," and they miffed off. They viewed the chips here and there. They're down. I should be doing that myself. I should be finished, and I'm giving up. But until we get the capitulation mode, and then maybe half the league gets off and just says, "I'm done now." That's probably, until you might make some places and then sneak a top 10 or 20. So yeah, that's just what I feel about Robbie's team there. Grobe, the guy there's McAllister, a lot of brave guys getting in McAllister instead of Grobe. It's a safe choice. I like Grobe. I have him in my Sun Dream team and I'm not getting rid of him. So I like all the players that Robbie's got here. I love them. It's similar to what I have myself, a lot. Winks and these guys won't be playing. So it's just when do I pull the trigger and what do I do? And how am I going to navigate a team like this to make any ground? So I think any Spurs assets are differential, but and Sterling, nobody's got Sterling and a few others. You just need to get on some guys and hope for a bit of a turnaround. Duncan Allen 3-3-1. He's gotten Tony. That was a great move, but can you imagine without Tony, -4, 13 points, 40 like the rest of us. So yeah, that was good. You see, it's very hard you making a good move like that, and it's not. You still get a red arrow. I mean, you still go down the league on the 49. Frustrating. Foden, still waiting for Foden to do something. Emerson Royals doing nothing. Session's the man. I'm looking at Session myself. He looks very, very dangerous. But Perisic, Session, I hate that choice every week. I like to have less stress and have guys that I know are going to be picked and played. And there's not much competition there for their place. Trippier, Williams, and Pope there for Jerry Freely. Haaland, of course, is an 8, so it's a 49 he's got there. Tommy Cunyon, third in 2017. He's gone on the Isaac train. Newcastle, all the way. He hasn't tripped up in Newcastle. Tony, good stuff there, but that just gets him through the game week. That Tony. Jason Coyne, Cribbo, Nick Waldron, Jeremy Duffy, and myself there, and that's it. So yeah, it's just that's basically the essence of the whole thing. Is how do you get off where you are in that template? It's going to be very hard. I think at the moment only Kane, Sterling are making me any sort of leeway against anybody at the minute if they do anything. So I'm on Rashford, and I need somebody else. I need to have a look at it, and more closer to the game week, I'll think about, do I need another sub, and do I need to do a -4 to get something else in? I still don't know at this stage. So that's enough about all we can really say for this week's episode. Martinez has gone up. Yeah, Rashford's gone up 6.5 now. Haaland's gone up to the 12 now. Brilliant. I was looking at 11.9, but I don't think I'll just let him go. Patterson's finally got 0.1 million. About bloody time Patterson's gone up. McAllister flying up 3.4%. So anyone who's got a McAllister, fair play to you can spot a differential. And Tony's got up 7.2. I think he went down and now he's gone up again. Loads of people got off and then they got back on him again. So lots of Odegaard's gone down 0.1. Rodrigo's gone down 0.1. Mahrez has gone down 0.1. Ronaldo's gone down again. So, and Pope has gone up 5.1 the other day. Trippier's gone up, which I like. Dalot's gone up. Harrison's gone up, but then again, is I don't know, Aronson, Rodrigo. I'll have to look at the Leeds thing again. Is there any of them worth getting? Last week, we think they're doing well against Chelsea, and then they blow out then against Brentford. This balls over the top and runs on the foot races now. A foot race leads to lose the last 2 goals in a foot race, and then a terrible mistake. It's criminal. And United got done Arsenal with 2 foot races. It's frustrating to see that. It's just a long ball over the top and it's a foot race. It's crazy. And I think the subs by Arteta, Arsenal fans say, no, it's not the 3 subs they put on. And we put Saka and Martinez as wing backs. Oh, no, that didn't really cause it. Oh, it was all, I think it just ruined the dynamic of the team at 1-1. Like, no harm leaving United at 1-1. Trust me, it's good stuff. So, yeah, that's about it. Quick look at the King of the Travelers, I suppose. What's happened there? I haven't even looked at what I was doing in this thing. No idea who I was playing or how I got on. Sorry, Cahill Crumpet Carney, the CCC. Crumpet, because he's a bit of a nice lad. So Cal is yeah. Sorry, amigo. I don't know. I fluked one. 44. Yeah, there you go. So Tommy Cagnon lost out to Jerry. Snowman just taking out the Starman. That's a big one. Dave Martin losing out to Keith Robinson. And Joseph taking out Cormac Reedy. Andy Cagnon losing out to Luke Walsh. Sean Shaky Herr takes out Pat Kiley. Tony O'Brien taking out Kieran, aka 47 Long Dog Kiley. The Great Guns just taking out the Han Solo. Owen Collins, the Banner Man, versus Joy Need. Takes out Joy Need, and then that's a big scalp. Yeah, he's doing well, isn't he? Owen. Robbie Cunyon taking out the BFG. John Kelly just losing out to the Eamon Phillips. It's no easy games. And the Oracle just taking out the Sniper. The battle of the sluggers there, the bottom. And Connor Hussey devastating 30. Losing out to the Prodigy. Morgan Lyons 49. So what does that do with the King of I think I'm on 2 now. I've lost 4 and it's 4-2 for me. Nothing to write home again. 6, but it's still, anybody can win this thing. It's still way too early. There's 32 games left. As Snowman was saying, you can lose 6 or 7 and still win that thing. So yeah, good stuff. Sean Shaky Herr is doing it well there on top. Tony O'Brien's there. All lost 1. Christy Colcourse is up there. Owen Collins is around there. So yeah, loads of people in the hat, and 6 pointers to come against a lot of standings matches. Yeah, what's it? Just as a point of interest, next game week Saturday. Most of the game weeks are on the weekends now, guys, and with European midday fixtures and league games. Oracle takes out Jerry. I've got Kieran Kiley. Okay, that was a tricky one for last year. Kieran won the King of the Travel last season. So yeah, Nina and the Sniper, Commando versus the Sniper. Just a few there to be going on with. Okay, that's good stuff. Subscribe, please, and like here on my channel, FPL Top Dogs, Vince Wega 171074. Okay. Yeah, I have to have a good look at this anyway, but yeah, so 10th spread on Monday. The Monday game is Leeds and Nottingham Forest coming up. So that's a week away. So we can chill out now for FPL for a while and take in the European games and see if there's any injuries, and keeping back a transfer just in case there's an injury somewhere, something's got to be done. It's prudent. City versus Spurs. That should be a lively one now. That should be a grudge one. I couldn't call it. Cover City will be all guns for that now. But Captain Haaland against Will Spurs concede. They're not a bad team. Neither are, so not sure captain potential. Looking for a captain here. Leicester are all over the shop, but I wouldn't. I couldn't advise anyone to captain any Villa. Um, don't know. Just mind is a mess at the moment with this. Chelsea and Sterling versus Fulham. I'm looking at that. I have to go differential, and I have to pick the next two guys differential. I've had a good look at this league now. Who's got this and that? And I have to go my own way, forge my own way, and get out of this my own way, and pick my own players that are very, very little owned. And I think Son, I think I'm going to find a way to get onto Son or something. I have to just go something that nobody's got, and I need to have six or seven. Because it's no hope. I won't be able to get Haaland. Don't think. I I just don't. I'm just not going to have a slow death. I can't have a slow death for 38 game weeks. Get Haaland in, then I can't get on anybody else. I'm very limited. Could get rid of Salah, but I think he could turn out to be a differential the way he's going. People are getting off him in their droves, I suppose. He's down to 50% ownership now. It's not bad, but it's not anything like Jesus or Haaland. And I think I have to. I'll have a look at Arsenal. Arsenal have still some good fixtures coming up. So captaining Everton now look like a solid unit under Lampard. He's been getting some good results. They'll be buoyed at Liverpool. They're really playing. They've really know what they're doing as Everton. I'm shocked that we all thought that they're massive fodder and they just escaping last season from relegation and the miracle beating Chelsea as well of all teams for Lampard to beat 1-0. I think it was to Mary Gray. West Ham and Newcastle. Look, Newcastle can rock up there and sort out West Ham. Just look like I don't know now. Still bad at the back, West Ham at the moment. I'm not getting any West Ham defenders in. I thought I was going to get Cresswell, but no. Leeds and Forest. Well, pick that one. That would be a good one, obviously, to hold on to your Leeds guys for that one. The raucous, um, um, you know, Ellen Road crowd would be up for that. So yeah, Sterling due arrest. I'm very concerned about Salah, even against Wolves. And it's just not an easy one to. I think it's going to be another baloney sort of game week. And this one come up the 16th of September. Anything tasty. Again, City away to Wolves. 1 or 2-0. Spurs. Now that's what I like. I'm going to target that Leicester match. That's gone massive target for that. I'm just worried about Kulusevski. I know Kane and Son will start most games. Well, I'm not sure. But Carlson is an option. He's looking absolutely on fire as well. So it could have been transferred to Ricardo. I think you're just chasing points then. One will do well, then you have the other one, then you get off and you get on this. That's me this season. Man United versus Leeds. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get probably gonna get Chilwell in. Gonna get in Anthony. So they're the two I'm gonna get in. They're on top of my list. And I'm just gonna play for fun. I mean serious fun, but get on players that excite me. And maybe that will be the recipe up the Christy Nicholson, because I just don't think a lot of the teams that look like the same, it's like do your S and get off the pot. Have to get off the pot and run. Can't be sitting on it until game week 35 and play your chips and say, oh, well, I'm going to make back 100 points, because everybody's doing the same thing. It's a high risk thing. I think maybe can I cover Haaland, but how do I do it? I have Walker and Akai and Bernardo. No, De Bruyne is too expensive. Mahrez is not playing. It's Who is the other good? Who is? They're all spread the points around. You can't really cover Haaland, so it's just going to be one of them seasons, and that's the way I'm going to play it. It is a frustrating. It's an easy captaincy for everyone every week with the Haaland thing. They don't have to think, whereas the likes of myself, without a Haaland, I have to think, and it's a frustration. But I'm sure swings and roundabouts, something is going to happen. Something's going to go crazy, and I'm going to have a good month somewhere. And all it takes is a good month, and everyone then is panicking. And it's those that can keep their head when the waters are, building up fast, and the space is getting enclosed, and there's only one way out, and you've got one breath to take, and you've got 4 or 5 different ways to go. But if you go the wrong way, you end up getting caught with the herd or the shoal, and then the escape route, which was the way free, is unused. So that's my strategy for this. All psychological, but I'm thinking being crazy to get off Jesus at this stage, not with that team at home, and even like a Tottenham at home, that's not too bad. Yeah, just a very tricky run, these 4. Even that 5th one, losing the other year. So I might actually just get rid of Jesus after this game to Everton, see how he does. But I don't expect Everton to be conceding 4 or 5. They're just not that team anymore. They're brilliant against Liverpool. So I believe in form. I think Lampard's doing something. Fair play to him. And yeah, that's me done, guys. Thanks for listening. Hopefully something made sense. Hopefully something sticks. And good luck with your teams, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. We'll have some, maybe guests next week to see how they're getting on. It's just been a tough week for a few of them and a few of us. So stop the share, and I'll see you guys in the next game week coming up. At least I can have a week break from now on. The international break is coming up as well. That will be a break there before the World Cup. It's just all stupid. And yeah, there you go, folks. Thanks. God bless. Good night. Sayonara.